We've all faced rejection in life. How do you rise above it and keep going? Hi everyone, it's time to inspire. This is Tzvi Sittner and welcome back. If you've ever asked yourself this question, chances are you've been rejected. Maybe you had a great idea and you dropped it because some negative person said, oh come on, that's a bad idea. Maybe you wanted to start a new business and someone said, oh come on, that exists already. Maybe you wanted to pursue a relationship and someone said, oh, they're never gonna go out with you. Well, what I wanna share with you today is how to rise above the negativity and how to stay focused on your goal. How to not let someone dim your light just because it's shining in their eyes. You know, Einstein was one of the most brilliant minds of the century, but he didn't say his first word until he was 4 years old. His teachers all thought there was something wrong with him. Some people said he was just lazy. You know, Walt Disney, the creator of Disney Studios. Most people don't know that he was fired from his first job for not being creative enough. Stephen King, the best-selling author, 350 million books. His first book was rejected 30 times. He eventually threw it in the garbage until his wife made him take it out and keep going. Thomas Edison. He tried creating the light bulb and failed thousands of times, but he's famous for saying, I didn't fail thousands of times. I just found 10,000 ways that don't yet work. Michael Jordan, the famous NBA Hall of Famer. Jordan loved basketball, but no coach would take him because he was too short. Van Gogh, the world famous artist. One of his paintings recently sold for $80 million. Most people don't believe me when I tell them he only sold one painting in his lifetime, and that was to a friend who felt bad for him. Famous producer, Steven Spielberg. He was rejected from film school 3 times. All these people faced rejection, negativity, and cynicism, but they didn't surrender, they didn't succumb, they rose above. They kept going. No matter what you do in life, there will always be negativity, always negative people. Avram Avinu, the famous Abraham, he wanted to spread the idea of monotheism, and they threw him into a fire because of it. But that didn't stop him. Moshe, the famous Moses who takes the Jews out of slavery. After hundreds of years of slavery, he finally takes them out and they complain. But he didn't throw in the towel. Mordechai and Esther, the famous hero and heroine of the story of Purim. The Megillah ends off that he was Ratzui by Rov, that most people liked him. Could you imagine? He saves the entire nation from being annihilated and most people like him. No matter what you do in life, there will always be negative people. The Rambam, the famous Maimonides, whose works are studied all over the world today. There are hospitals named after him for his medical contributions. His holy books were publicly burnt. Yet his response was, time will pass, and the jealousy and the pettiness of all these people who are burning my books will go to the grave with them. And the books, they'll stand on their own, and either they'll be accepted or they won't. But that didn't stop him. No matter what you do in life, there will always be naysayers. There'll always be negative people. There will be people who will tell you you won't succeed. There will be people who will put you down. There will be people who won't like you for absolutely no reason. So how do we rise above it? So the first thing to know is, if your goal is for everyone to like you, it's simple. Just do nothing. But if you're someone that wants to make a difference in the world, if you're somebody that wants to help your society, if you're someone that wants to create change, you have to be okay with people not liking you, because people hate change. And the moment you try to change anything, someone's gonna complain. So what separates those that rise above rejection from those that give up? Why do some people crawl right into bed after hearing some negative feedback, but others, they keep going? The answer, I believe, is clarity. If you're not clear that what you're doing is exactly right, if you're not clear that what you're doing is exactly what you should be doing, if you have self-doubt about your own story, then you'll believe anyone's story about you. If you're not sure about yourself, then you'll accept what everyone has to say about you. If you're not sure that what you're doing is right, then you'll believe someone else when they tell you it's wrong. If you don't really think your idea is a great idea, then you'll believe someone else when they say it's a bad idea. People's comments will bounce you around like a pinball. You'll be like a bottle at sea or a feather in the wind. But when you have clarity, when you know in your heart of hearts that what you're doing is right, and what you're pushing for is the right thing to do, then you have what I call the 4 C's. Number 1, you have clarity. That's key. Once you have clarity, it generates conviction. Once you have conviction, it spawns courage. And once you have courage, it gives you the strength to conquer negativity. So first, gain clarity. Clarity will give you conviction. Conviction gives you courage, and courage allows you to face and conquer the negativity. In Pirkei Avos, Ethics of the Fathers, it says, be bold like a leopard. If you know that your will is the Almighty's will, then be strong and don't let anyone stop you. If you told Thomas Edison to just stop trying to make a light bulb, it wouldn't matter, because he was so clear that the light bulb had to exist. If you told Avram Avinu, Abraham, to stop talking about God and about monotheism, it wouldn't stop him because he knew he was right. We can't walk around in life trying to be everything to everybody. We've got to be clear about who we are and what we're doing and why what we're doing is right. So here are 3 tips to rise above rejection. Number 1, don't people please. Stop trying to make everybody happy. Stop trying to please everyone. You're never gonna make everyone happy. Just be comfortable with people not liking you. Tip number 2, gain clarity. Take time to contemplate what you're doing. Get it clear in your mind and in your heart that what you're doing is right. Speak to your mentor or rabbi and gain clarity. Once you gain clarity, you'll be practically unstoppable. And tip number 3, keep going, try again. The only difference between a winner and a loser is that the winner tried one more time. Once you gain clarity, once you rise above the critics, the cynical people, the negativity, and you have a little bit of success, success will breed success. Good luck. Thanks for watching. It's time to inspire, and I'm Tzvi Sittner.